Hi everybody, this is Maria here with another video in the 321 Focus Together series. And today I have Dee English with me. You're very welcome, Dee. Would you like to introduce yourself to us?
Thank you, Maria. Hi, everyone. My name is Dee. I have the spiritual shop Aurora in Mullingar, and I work as a crystal healer also.
You certainly do work as a crystal healer. We'll get on to that in a minute. And I'm a big fan of your store. And I have some beautiful garments and some beautiful amethyst beads as well that I bought in there in the past. So how did you hear about 321 Focus and what has your experience been?
I know you, so I know your work, so I was aware of the work you do. And also, some customers had told me about doing this and their experience with it. So
I didn't know
that
that
was how
before.
I,
I didn't realize that anybody else
yes.
been talking to you.
And my experience with it was great. Great. I have it all broken down. Do you want to
Yeah, if you'd
me
like to
to do?
expand, that would be great because you did it. Was it September or November last year? It was before Christmas of 2019 anyway, wasn't it?
It was September.
Yeah, yeah. So if you've got some notes and things there that you want to share with people, that would be great. Whatever feels right for you, Dee.
Okay. So if I start with my favorite part, is that okay?
That sounds like a great place to start.
Okay. My favorite part was opening up to dreaming again and visualizing what I wanted my life to look like. It actually brought back to my memory that that was what I used to do when I was younger. And that's how I ended up manifesting experience that was I wanted to experience. My shop, all of that was all from dreaming. So it opened me up to that again. And I also loved, you know, the way we're on this rabbit wheel every day and we're just doing our thing and doing our thing and doing our thing. And sometimes years pass by and you've realized you haven't actually stopped to take a look and go, hang on a minute now, what do I really enjoy doing? And what do I not enjoy doing? And I would have been one of those people who would always push myself into like doing things I don't enjoy because I think they're the right thing to do. And it gave me permission to actually stop doing those things and looking after myself and my own energy and to start to actually think about hang on a minute now, what do I want my life to look at like? Because I've forgotten about that.
Wow, that is amazing. Right. And was that doing the Monday review process, or was it coming up with the story the first day, or was that like a gradual progression throughout 321?
It was the realizing that I hadn't taken the time to see what I wanted my life to look like. That was at the very start.
Okay.
And then the rest was a gradual progression. When there was different things laid out to take a look at, I realized, oh, I actually didn't realize I had these things I loved doing, but I wasn't prioritizing them. And then, hang on a minute, these are the things I don't like doing, but I'm actually doing them a lot. So it started off with the first day seeing the big picture, and then the rest was a gradual process throughout.
And I think that's really interesting. You're the first person that's actually brought that whole piece up of how we do force ourselves to do things that we should do because we some sort of talk in our head or wherever, and we feel sort of duty bound to keep doing things that actually, absolutely sucking the energy out of us. And it's like not no good for us, but it might be suiting somebody else, or we're being manipulated into something. So I think it's really interesting that that's one of the things that you're highlighting. So
Yep.
are you finding that that you're still using some of the practices from 321? Have they become habits or not in your life?
The meditation in the morning has become habit. The stopping to take a look has become habit. I've realized that I see things a lot quicker where I've fallen back into patterns and situations that I had put into place to break or stop during it. I've realized now that anytime any of them start up again, I realize that I'm doing it. So it's like it's kind of switched something in my mindset
Hmm.
that's gone in there now, that's there. So it's like the awareness becomes quicker that I'm doing something that I had actually, I'll get a flashback. I actually, when I was doing the 3-2-1, had said I wasn't going to do this, and here I am again.
Okay, brilliant. So you're very quick then to catch yourself and go back on track again and honor
Exactly.
yourself again.
Yeah.
Brilliant, brilliant. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. So, is there any other, apart from the piece about dreaming again? And I mean, that is so important to remember the power that you had, right? Is there any other
Yeah.
thing that really sticks out in your mind? Was there any other exercise that really, off the top of your head that was, oh my God, or anything else you want to share about it?
Do you know what it was? It was the shift in energy
Okay,
through the process of it,
right.
where it was like I had seen that I started shifting towards focusing on what I do want rather than what I don't have
Right, which is huge, right?
through the different stages of it. And also gratitude. I had forgotten gratitude somewhere along the way. So it was great to start giving gratitude again, and also to start looking. It changed my perspective as well, because it was all that, not looking at what you don't have, looking at what you want to bring in instead.
Hmm. And being grateful for what you already have.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Fabulous. Brilliant. Brilliant. Now, talk to us a bit more about your crystal healing, because I am a client for your crystal healing. And I would have to say that it is one of the most powerful things I have ever experienced. I know it was February of 2019 when I first went to you. I think I've had I think maybe 4 sessions at this stage, but I know every time what you have literally cleared out of me has been phenomenal, and it's like giving me a leap forward. So do you want to tell us a bit about that journey and training and what you're now doing, because I'm sure there'd be loads of people who'd love to go and have a session with you.
Okay. So basically, to start at the very start, I was avoiding working as a healer for years. So I was like the runaway. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And then I was online one day, out of curiosity, looking to see was there something in the health field that I could work in. And my college popped up, VHF London, and my the energy that ran through my body was an energy that I recognized throughout the years. It doesn't come very often, but when it does, it's the energy of, this is something you have to do. So when I clicked on it, I was like, this better not be healing. And there it was healing. And I was like, oh God, here we go. Here we go. And it's funny because I headed up north literally about probably a month, 6 weeks later to do an introduction weekend. And I was like, if everybody's like these perfect people who don't, not perfect in the sense of sometimes what perception of perfect can be, that like a healer is someone who is vegan, wears white, doesn't smoke, doesn't drink, all these idealisms that I don't like. I'm turning the car and I'm coming back. And they weren't at all. And so I spent 3.5 years. It was 3.5 years it took for me to qualify when I qualified, which was January of last year. It was an amazing journey because you do a lot of your own healing throughout it. And learning about crystals and the power of crystals, it was just amazing, and what they can do for us, and learning all about us and our energy field. That's why I think what you do, Maria, is so connected to this, because what we focus on or what's there, we draw in more of. So if it's negative or it's a bad experience, it'll keep showing itself till it's healed. So basically, what I do is read the energy field to see what's the deepest point you need for healing at that moment in time, because our whole lives are in our energy field. Some past life stuff, our DNA line, everything we've gone through is there. So when something has happened that has affected us negatively, it can get stuck in the energy. It's there in the energy field. So if it's not cleared out or healed, we can develop, say, a negative pattern, a negative thinking pattern, a negative emotional pattern, a negative where it's like, you often hear people say, how am I here again? How is this happening to me again? It's
I
all
know,
there.
I've been that soldier so many times. It's like the same experience, but with different people and different bodies. But oh my God, the same. The bullying is back, or the whatever it is. I completely get you. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. So the work that's done within the healing session is the pattern of crystals are placed around the energy field that match what work needs to be done and also the energy of the person, so that everything is in alignment, in the sense that it's to clear it out of the energy field, or maybe bring in an energy that needs to be brought in if someone needs to be energized in a very gentle way. So we heal without trauma. Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense. And I would have to say that I know that the times I've gone to you, definitely, and I've been very stressed some of the times when I've gone to you, because that's me, you know, I do an awful lot of the writing, but I also know there's a lot of stuff I can clear, and I also know the stuff I can clear with my clients, but I can't clear it for myself. And therefore, I need somebody like you to go in there, because when I've identified the pattern, and that's always been the thing afterwards, when we chat afterwards, and you say to me, this and this and this was coming in, and I'm going, that's exactly what I've been journaling for the last 3 days or whatever it is. So you just have an amazing ability to tap into what is going on in our energy field. And definitely it always was, you know, afterwards I could be absolutely exhausted for a couple of days, but then it's gone, it's done, it's over, lesson learned, gold star, let me get on. And of course some other pattern will come up, or the next thing that I have to do. But I have found your sessions to be literally like life changing for me, transformational. So it's really, it's an amazing gift. But also, I think, Dee, what's really interesting is how many of us have all our lives done exactly that. It's like innately, you know, you're supposed to be a healer or a teacher or whatever it is. But whether it's fear or it's past life stuff or whatever the story is in our heads, we're resisting and resisting and resisting. And like,
Yeah.
do you know what? We just keep being brought back, don't we? And in the end, it's like you just have to do it. You know,
Yeah.
like put your big
Yeah.
girl knickers on and get on with it.
That's it. That's it. And it's crazy because as soon as I started it, I felt like I came home.
Yeah.
I felt like I came home, and I have the most, I love it. I love the work so, so much. Like, we laughed about it in college that like 20 years avoiding it, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, wow, I love this work,
Yeah, but you're really brilliant, and I think as well, you know, certainly from I've gone to so many healers over the years, and I just know with you, you have a gift. It's like a lot of people can learn a lot of things, but you definitely, it's like innately in you as well. So I know you've learned some of it, but some of it is like you just have a gift, and it is like it's off the Richter scale what you've managed, certainly to do with me. And I know a few of my friends as well, because I'm always recommending you to people. So no,
Thank
you have
you.
an amazing gift, and I'm very grateful for that. So
Oh,
look,
thank
last question for you, right?
Yeah,
3, 2, 1 Focus Together is on at the moment,
yeah.
and I'm just wondering, are you going to get involved, or what do you think, etc.?
Okay. So with this lockdown period that we've been in, I feel like I've been clearing a lot of stuff. I've had, as you know, because I've talked to you about it, um, which I am very grateful for. Um, a lot of stuff is coming up for me, so I feel like I'm clearing a lot at the moment. So I feel this is the time to let that all work out of my system and my energy field. And then it'll be time to go back and start to focus on what I want to bring in.
Yeah, so basically what you're saying, which I think is really, really smart, is that it's not your time now. And I'm really
Yeah,
glad to hear you saying that, because the last thing I'd like is for people to be listening to this and listening to all the banter and all the rest and feeling under pressure. And I think that's one of the certainly one of the messages I try to get across out of 321 Focus is, no matter who asks you what, we have to all get into that space where we feel into our energy fields and into ourselves and know, is this right for me or not? So your answer is, at the moment, it's not. And that is cool. Right.
but you know what, Maria, I would really recommend it to people because, like I was talking about earlier, being on that rabbit wheel. And now is the perfect time for a lot of people to see what, okay, because we've all had to stop. So we're not doing our daily routines, our daily patterns. So it is a good time when you're in a different place to what I'm in to actually sit down and go, what do I actually want? What do I want to bring into my life? What do I want my life to look like? What have I been doing that actually was draining me or making me feel unwell? What am I not enjoying? What needs to change here? Because I think there will be a lot of changes to come for a lot of people. And if we can steer steer our own soul's direction by going inside and seeing what it really is we want, because I do really believe we are here to do what our hearts desire. We're not here to struggle. We're not here to be repetitively doing something that we actually don't really want to do. It's paying the bills. Um, all those major life stuff that a lot of people compromise on. I think this time of change is for to reevaluate all of those things and set new goals and see what it is you really want and going for it.
Yeah, to make a new life plan. I couldn't agree with you more. I think it's a brilliant opportunity to just step out and say, okay, what do I really want? And yeah, go for it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you. So is there any other wisdom you want to add about what's going on at the moment, or any insights you want to share with us?
My feeling with this since it started is that it's literally a reset for us and for the planet. As uncomfortable as it might be at times, the planet needed it, we needed it. Just time to reset, reevaluate, see what matters. Yeah, yeah. Take the time, as you say, honor yourself with what you're feeling right now. You actually posted a post on Facebook on Saturday, which actually removed me from having a guilty day within this whole period, because I had spent the month resting and relaxing because that's what I felt like I needed to do. But then I was hearing of all these people who were painting and decorating and doing all this. And I was like, oh my God, I've just become so lazy. And then I read your post and it was like, if you need to rest, honor that. If you need to paint and do stuff, honor that. So that actually gave me great peace of mind. But yeah, honor yourself and go inside, see what's going on, see what needs to change.
Yeah, and it is so true. And it's funny because like that, it's so easy to start judging. And as well, when you think about the people that are doing all the painting and decorating, maybe they're not comfortable to sit with themselves. I'm not saying that that's the case for everybody, but the way well, a lot of us, I remember a time in my life when, I had a lot of escapes. Like I was very busy with kids and work and all the rest. And then it was so hard to become isolated. I mean, and my becoming isolated, because I work alone and live alone, it happened over a process of years. And so I can only imagine that for some people, of course you want to be decorating, you'd find anything to do to try, because it's difficult to come
Yeah.
and sit and make peace with yourself and maybe sit with yourself and have old memories and stuff bubbling up and things. So, it's, and I'd be so quick to judge. One way or the other. Like if you're doing one thing, you're telling yourself it's wrong, and if you're doing the opposite, you're telling yourself it's wrong. But maybe it's time for us to stop judging ourselves as well. Do you know, in the
Yeah,
process? Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, Dee, listen, thank you so much. It was fabulous talking to you as always, right? And I'm going to put your Facebook link with this video so that if anybody wants to book a session, obviously there's none at the moment, but when you're back working again, for anybody who wants to book a session, because I can't recommend them highly enough. Your sessions are off the Richter scale, amazing, right? So thank you for being my guest today. And thanks a million, everybody, for being here. And I look forward to seeing you on another video again soon. Take care. Bye.